showtime.
They're already fighting over the donuts this morning. There's an apple fritter on that bottom box just for you, Dusty.
All right.
69. Joseph probably will. 69 degrees. We'll talk more about the weather in just a moment. Right now, he's in the kitchen. Let's see if we can keep him under control today. I've got a good crew in here to help make that possible, I do believe.
I've never had so many Southern Baptists in one place in all my life, and me be in charge. Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper.
Yeah, that is scary.
This is Athens to the AM. Thank y'all for getting over. This is a special edition, as we like to say today, on this beautiful morning that God has given us. Speaking of that, my old long-lost friend, Johnny Lee Dees, back in the house this morning. Good morning, John.
Hey, good to see you, buddy. Wait, everybody here?
Yeah, right here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to see you, buddy.
You're actually over the overhead, John. We have a drone coming in just to pick you up, man.
Well,
Freddy, good to see you.
Good morning.
And y'all know the man on the end making a 2-day appearance in a row, Dusty McLemore. Good to see you, Dusty.
Good to be here, Jay.
You know Johnny Lee Dees?
I know Johnny well.
That's right. You stole us from him.
Is that right?
I don't think it works quite like that.
No.
Johnny Lee, one of my oldest friends in here. Over on set 2 this morning. Got a girls over there. It could be the female edition of the Three Stooges, I guess you might call it. We got another one. I want to show her in a moment. But Amy, been up a long time campaigning, and Jennifer, also a member of Lisa, and in our Sunday school class. Good morning. Gina will get with you in just a second.
Regina's on the end. We can't see her
Regina's on there.
yet.
Ronnie Coffman's in here too. And Robert Valls actually making an appearance this morning in here. And Kristi, he's driving her around this morning. We've got her in here. Talk with her in just a little bit. Greg Skipworth on his way to matrimony this weekend. Woo! Fine Bob coming to your wedding? No. Oh, okay. And Joseph, no vehicles?
Jim from Tuscaloosa.
All right, today we're going to be talking about y'all get out and vote on Tuesday, June 5th. Mainly vote for Gloria Cooper for License Commissioner.
Woo! Gloria!
Yeah.
Woo! Yes!
Johnny Lee, you may not know this since you're not in Limestone County. You're right over there in Madison, right there on on Hughes Road, but I've had to actually take a back seat the last 5 months.
Well, that is amazing.
That is amazing.
That is amazing.
It's also good.
Yeah.
I had to get my ego in check.
That's
Right now, let's check on the weather. Here's Gloria, the next license commissioner of Limestone County.
Well, it is easier to get him in check of the weather. Let's talk about that weather. 69 degrees out there right now. Just another humid day. Rain in the forecast. We're at 40% chance of rain today. That jumps up to about 60% chance tomorrow. But temperatures, they're sticking around, which I hope no one had any bad damage last night because it did get rough in some areas. But high temperatures around 88, 85 tomorrow. And then Saturday, absolutely beautiful. Partly cloudy skies, 91 for that high. So just get out and enjoy. And don't forget, Hometown Lenders brings you this portion of the show. That number, write it down, 434-5900 is the number to get them. They are truly local, located right there at Bridge Street on the 3rd and 4th floors. So if you're looking to refinance or build a new house, buy a new house, they can help you. Yes, they will do churches. They certainly can do churches, I'm sure.
Well, we'll refinance it for you, John.
I bet you can. That's right.
Oh, shot outside. Vote Gloria. Freddie, how are you, my friend?
Doing great this morning, Jamie.
Good to have you
Glad to be here.
Talk to you, man. And Johnny Lee, you haven't been in here in a couple of years. I mean, we still communicate a lot.
That's right. That's right. Well, it's great to be with you.
Yeah, well, thank you. 6 o'clock a.m. is what we
That's
started.
right.
Got an anniversary coming up next week. Be 28 years doing morning TV, Dusty.
Good morning.
I see you all the time, you know, but good to see you again.
Good to see you, Jamie. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's been a while.
24 hours.
Yeah, we're not going to do sports today because not a lot happening.
But I do have something to say,
Oh,
though.
but Zack does. Wait a minute, let's go to Zack. Talking about KFC. All right, Zack, you always have something to say.
Well, hey, I want to say like what Killer B said the other day. Vote the best man for the job.
Yeah.
Gloria Cooper.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you know, Zack? Brought to you by KFC.
That brought to you by KFC, the best fried chicken.
Probably a very abbreviated version.
Judge Jamie?
Huh?
Of what? Judge Jamie?
Of Judge Jamie. It's going to be.
Here we go, here we go.
Everybody can win this one.
Here we go.
Here we go. Judge Jamie, John. Man, I'm coming out like secretariat every day, John.
John hasn't seen this in a while.
Sponsored by Zeke. Can you hear me now? 6 locations. That's right. And by the way, his wife's a member of Lindsay Lane Baptist Church.
There you go.
Everybody over this way, join it up. This is a wrong answer, John. This is a right answer.
Oh, boy, we're doing that today. Okay.
Yeah. But we're only going to do one question.
Okay.
Here's the question. Everybody's available to play. Regina, that includes you, Ronnie, everybody over. Who is the most qualified candidate of the three for the Limestone License Commissioner?
Gloria.
All right. Now that I got that hard stuff out of the way, let me start with you, Freddy.
I don't think there's enough beanie weenies
Freddy?
to pass around.
We're not even, John, he made one of these expressions
have
happened 3 years ago.
That's still good.
Freddie, let me start with you. We'll talk about Gloria. You are a Sunday school teacher.
Absolutely.
And class has grown from 2 or 3 to like 35, in there.
Good job.
But
That is
I
a
do
great
want to
job.
tell you that when Gloria first made this announcement that she was going to run for license commissioner, one of the very few first people she ever told at the post office was Martha Jo Leonard.
Well, that's an honor, and I appreciate that.
She
And,
was so encouraging. So encouraging. She was awesome. Awesome.
But Martha
Forgot
Jo
about
Leonard,
that.
and she asked her what she thought of her running for this position. And I just want to tell you that meant a lot to her to ask her, Martha Jo, and we got a picture of her right there in front.
She's a special lady, and so many people here
Right.
loved her.
Well, what you need to know
Such a
is,
special lady.
one thing about my mother is she was an excellent judge of character. And she could size people up awfully quickly. So to get her endorsement should mean a lot, and it certainly meant a lot to me as well. And I appreciate you and your faithfulness to our Sunday school class. You do so much for us. You're a care group leader, and I just know your heart for people. And that's
Thank you.
one of the main reasons that I'm offering you all my support is the love of God shines through you. 1 John 4:19 says, we love because he first loved us. I mean, you're our adopted missionary. God placed a vision in your heart to reach out to hungry kids here in Limestone County, and you did all of that on your own as God led you to do that, and you're just so faithful to our class. And I'll just ask everyone that I know to support you and vote for you this Tuesday.
Now, it is
June the 5th.
6:07, and you did not tell me to wear waterproof mascara, so this is going to be a tough show.
Well, that's why I'm in charge.
Oh, Jamie.
I always have mine on. So anyway,
Thank you.
Freddie, it's been an honor to be in your class and to just hang out with you.
I'm tickled that, when you first started and Jamie first started going to Sunday school, he had never been to Sunday school class before.
John wouldn't let me.
And you were doing it just for men. And I was thrilled when we finally were able to talk you into doing a co-ed in the
Well,
church.
that's the hair color I was using.
Church had allowed
Dusty
us.
and I
So
started in that
we've
class
grown
over
so
there.
much.
Johnny Lee, you've known Gloria probably longer than, besides me, anybody in this room. Well, I know you have for a fact, almost 20 years.
Yeah.
And went to church with, were the first two to join up when you had, was it Rocket City
at
before
Rocket
it became
City.
Cross Point?
It really was.
Baptized Gloria.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
November.
You've known her a long
05.
time, so if you could vote, I know we'd have your vote, but a lot of people go to church with you also live on the side of Limestone and live in Limestone County from Madison. What is your assessment of this? Did you ever think she'd be in politics? Now, me, I can see you see me as governor or something.
Gloria, I've always seen her as being able to do whatever the Lord led her to do. And so for her to be in politics is nothing new. I mean, nothing new for her. But what I do appreciate and what I remember so much, it was 18 years ago, right about now, which was one of the toughest times in my entire life. And I had to go away and get myself together and all the rest. And it was 16 years ago, right about now, when you and Gloria gave me a call and said, hey, y'all wanted to encourage me to come back. And when you did that, that was the beginnings of what Cross Point Church is today. And so you guys are both precious to me. Gloria's always been such a sweetheart, and you, Jamie, you're just crazy. And but the fact of the matter is, I love you guys. I love both of you, and truly, I'll never forget how instrumental Jamie and Gloria were right there from the very, very beginning. And the reason Cross Point Church exists is people like you guys. You were right there, the very first ones. And y'all took me to breakfast and encouraged me and said, let's go ahead about this. And so you know, politics is politics, but what I do know is that this is a precious and godly woman with a great character and a great heart, and she and Jamie spoke greatness into me when I didn't believe it myself. And it's something I'll never forget. And there's been a lot of folks touched by Cross Point Church, and you guys were instrumental in that being there.
Well, thank you, John, but I have
Y'all are killing me.
Yeah. I have an important question, a little trivia question about that day. I think it may have been that day we ate. I think it may have been closer to lunch. Do you remember what you ate that day?
Yes, had potted meat that day and Vienna sausage.
Slaw dogs and
Yeah,
mullets.
there you go. Hey, mullets. That's right. That's what we had that day. That's right.
Slaw dogs and mullets.
That's
So
right.
how's Cross Point doing these days?
It's such a blessing to be the pastor there. I'm like Dusty. We're so blessed to be pastors. It's such a blessing, and we're just like y'all. We're about to kick off Vacation Bible School, and we're going to have a great one, and y'all will. So will you guys over here. And but things are going very, very well, and again, it's just such a privilege to be able to stand up and share the Word of God, the most important message that there is.
Well, I have to ask you about your son, Jay. Kelly's still a missionary, or she's back?
Kelly is in Nashville, and she's a teacher. She teaches ESL, English as a Second Language, which came because of her missionary days in Madrid, Spain. And then my son, Jason, he's building a good church over in the Buckhead area. He wrote the commentary to the book of John in a new Jesus Bible that's out. I mean, he's very, very, very bright.
Well, maybe you
Very
make
sharp.
some of him.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
He's always done well.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Always done
But he's
well.
doing great, and I got 3 precious grandchildren.
Precious.
And great. 6 years old and 4 years old and 2 years old.
Dusty's kind of got you beat there. He's got like 33.
Yeah, well, he's a better man than I am. He just is.
I'm just older as all.
Not by much. I mean, Johnny Lee's nipping at her heels by a few months. But
Not
all
far.
right, Dusty, you sometimes you take some heat for knowing the Coopers. You are
No.
you are one
No
of our
one
bestest
does.
friends ever, and along with Johnny Lee. But you do, and but at the same time, it's a small amount of warmth, I guess. But in the overall picture here, we love Lindsay Lane and you too, and it's just. Gloria
Yeah,
is a
Patsy
missionary
vote.
from our church.
Yes, she
Why
is.
should people vote
Yeah.
in that favor?
Well, you know, I just want to echo what these guys have already said. You know, you guys are the voice of Lindsay Lane in a lot of ways. You promote our church, but you promote the Lord. And so I really appreciate that about y'all in this program that you have. You really advocate the Lord Jesus Christ and exalt Him. And so, you know, the thing about Gloria that I just want to say is, you know, when these lights go off and behind the scenes, I don't know if people really know Gloria like we do. You know, I've gotten to know both of you guys over the years, and just to see her character and her compassion that she has for people. You know, that's one reason I'm voting for Gloria, because she's a people person. She loves people, and, you know, she's taken a lot of adversity, a lot of heat here in the last few months, and you can tell a lot about a person's character when they're under adversity. And I've seen her reach out, trying to resolve relationships and things like that. And that says a lot about her, and I really appreciate that about Gloria, that she wants to resolve things and get things right. And so I believe she'll be a great leader. She's a great leader in our church and y'all's Sunday school class, and does a lot to help others, children, you know, the children's ministry she has. And so just appreciate her integrity, her character, and her compassion that she has, and a love for people, just a people person. And so I believe she'd be a great licensed commissioner. I really do.
Thank you, Dusty.
Well, and now these three guys will break out in tune to sing
G-L-O-R-I-A, Gloria.
John used to sing in a band.
You know what I just figured out you two guys have in common?
They can
What's
both
that?
sing.
Both of y'all used to be the lead singer of a band.
Absolutely.
Am I right? John, this was California Smoke.
Smoke from California.
California.
Yeah, we were getting ready for the Gator Bowl years ago, and we were practicing at Auburn, and about 8 of us football players put together a band called Smoke from California. And our opening song song was Gloria.
Are you kidding?
Gloria.
Are you kidding?
Absolutely. That's right. We sang "Ain't Too Proud to Beg," "Shack Outside the Grange," "My Girl," and
That was a jamming band.
and we had it was a lot of fun. Coach Jordan loved it. All the coaches. It was a lot of fun. Absolutely. And our opening song was GL.
How'd it go, John? Say it one time.
She come around here about midnight.
Okay, that's enough.
Dusty, your band was at Tanner, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was at Tanner. Our band was the Undertakers.
I like it.
Our big song was Jeremiah Was a Bull.
Okay, there you go. Was a good friend of mine.
Oh, yeah, was a good friend of mine.
That's right.
You know, we did a lot of Paul Revere and the Raiders kind of stuff.
You know, I got this great idea. You know I'm an idea person.
Oh, no.
We'll come back and we'll start a band. With all promoted.
We'll be on tour.
The county.
We're going to do our tour like a Rolling Stone.
I can't get in my tight jeans anymore.
Freddy, thank you for taking such good care of the kind words, especially with your mom. And I know you miss her, but she was instrumental in Gloria. When she told that to Gloria, it meant a lot to her.
Well, thank you. It's my privilege.
And John,
Ours.
been a dear friend for, when you go back to the mid-'80s.
Absolutely. And
Always awesome.
I remember our very first visit, and again, truly, you and Gloria, thank you guys so much for everything you've been in my life, and vicariously through to a lot of lives, because a lot of great things happen.
And thank you for being on time.
Amen. It's very unusual.
Dusty, thank you.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you praying for you.
Oh, we
All
love
right,
you
thank
all.
you. We'll take a break. We'll come back with two of our biggest campaign supporters in just a moment, too. Y'all hang on. All right, I can tell y'all one thing. Y'all gonna have one fantastic time beating that last group that was up here. Greg Skipworth, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
Getting hitched
Saturday.
So anyway,
It's a good
good luck,
day.
man.
Thank you.
All right, you're on the trying to get on after your last statement was up there. I don't know if you'll make it or not, but
He should.
what's your assessment of Gloria running for a license commissioner?
I think she's in a good place to win. I know two of the three candidates personally, and Gloria has always been very concerned about the community, very loving, and she wants to do a really good job for the community of Limestone County, and I think she's well suited to be the best candidate for license commissioner.
All right. Well, thank you
Thank
very
you,
much,
Greg.
because you are a big-time Republican there.
I am.
Thank
You should
for
be on the
your
committee. You
comments
really
there.
should.
And good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
You know
Jennifer,
about it.
and you've
Yes.
been one of my favorites from Sunday school with Freddie Leonard down at Lindsay Lane. You and Gloria have become real close friends, and congratulations on your new job here
Thank
in
you.
Athens.
Thank you.
You'll be
Excited.
taking soon. So, what's your assessment of your friend Gloria Cooper? Because you, like us, probably never dabbled in politics a whole lot.
Actually, I have not. You know, this position to me is truly a servant's position. If you've ever bought a tag, whew, sometimes that is a trying experience. Gloria has a servant's heart. You can call on Gloria Cooper for anything. My first interaction with Gloria was we had a young lady who her aunt worked with my son, and a child was dumped off at her door and she needed clothing. I texted Gloria and said, does your granddaughter have any clothes this size? And by the end of the day, your Hummer was full of clothes. So that is truly a servant's heart, and I think Gloria will make an exceptional license commissioner.
You want to see the back of it now? From horse crap, steaks that I borrowed, to everything. I got to give a shout out to Bill Dawes, who's really
Yes. I've
come
had
through
so
with a
many
lot of
people to
stuff for
thank.
us. We just want to thank you for your support and what all you've done. It's been a pleasure knowing you and Mark and dealing with you, especially on Sundays. And again, congratulations on your... Is it hard to believe that you never really had that much of kind of a twin sister that could be with you until you met Miss Amy here, Amy Horton?
This could be a dangerous combination. We might need both of those pastors to come back. We might need,
Well, they're right outside the door.
we might need them.
No truer statement, probably.
Met us years ago. You used to come on the show and do Amy's Southern Home Cooking or Down Home Cooking. Now you're a hairstylist to the stars.
You can
me
still
and
find her on
Jennifer.
Facebook
Yes.
doing that.
Still find you have a huge Facebook following.
Yes.
How have you liked this political campaign and your friendship with my wife, Gloria Cooper?
Oh, boy.
I have loved the friendship. It has brought us close together. She has encouraged me to go to church. I actually did come to church with y'all and loved it. And I do not like the ugliness of the politics, but I admire the way that Gloria has risen above it and has just brushed it off and encouraged me to keep my mouth shut and not stoop to those levels.
Oh, I'm ready to go off. I feel like pulling a Robert Valls every time somebody says something bad, because I can't. And I mentioned this in Sunday school with Freddy in our class a couple of years ago with Kristi and Robert. What they had to endure when she.
When she ran,
district
10
attorney
times
is
worse than what we
unbelievable.
Right.
And ours is minute compared to what they did.
Right.
But still, it hurts your feelings. It's but.
Oh, I'm ready to fight. I mean, I have to tell myself, calm down.
Now, the two people we're running, she's running, I say we, because I'm heavily a part of
say
this
we.
as campaign, unofficial campaign manager, but, they're good guys. They come from good families. But there has been some dirtiness in this, and they affect some of the weakest people that have no say in this, but make them feel bad, and that's not right.
Absolutely not right.
But rise above it. Rise above it.
Yes, we have to rise above it, have to rise above the people bullying and just try to let it slide off your back as hard as it is.
So what would be your assessment of Gloria? Why should people vote for Gloria Cooper for license commissioner coming up on Tuesday?
Well, if Gloria can put up with me, she can put up with anything. She's qualified. She is the most qualified, and she's very accessible. If people want to find out anything, know anything, all they have to do is call her. And, I mean, she's an open book. She has nothing to hide. She has a great work ethic, and, I mean, she's the most qualified for the job.
Amy, I do want to take time out to say, since we've known you, not only have you been, and with that boat, this past, I don't know how many of y'all were able to see Amy's pontoon boat, had the Gloria, probably still had the rodeo stuff all over the sign when we took it
have a
off to
photo of
shoot,
it,
but
Brad?
it was all over the river. There it is right there. It was all over the river. You went from the rodeo to the carriage rides, passing out Gloria stickers.
Right.
That Jennifer was jealous of at home. And
About
for
the
that
carriage
ride, we have out-campaigned, I'm thinking everybody. Whether that translates into votes, I don't know. But the thing I want to get across from both of us to you, Amy, is you have become a dear friend of ours.
Yes.
And we think the world of you. And we'll do anything for you and Jennifer. But not only are you the most avid campaigner I've ever seen, but we truly consider you a great friend of ours.
Close friend.
You
Thank
are a
you.
very good person.
Thank you so much. That means a lot coming from you.
Just
from
wanted
both
you to
y'all.
know that. So I hope
Now you're making me cry.
I hope we can count on y'all's votes in this election. Win or lose, this has been one wild ride, I'll tell you that. But
It's been a wonderful ride with y'all.
You know, and they say that all the time. If you're going to be in politics, yes, there's ugly, there's goodness. You're going to find out who your true friends are. And
I
you
ain't
know
got
what? If people leave, you didn't need them in your life anyway, but you're also going to find out those people that you do meet, and they are in your lives. And Amy, we've come a long way.
We have come a very long
we got a
way.
long way to go. Of course, it'd be a lot more funner if we win.
we gotta get out and vote.
Gloria, we got to take a break. Y'all, hang on.
And we are back. Let's quickly go over that forecast. And rain just seems to be sticking around these days. We're about 69, 70 degrees. Already a humid morning, so just get used to that the next couple days anyway. But this weekend, Saturday, is going to be absolutely beautiful. Your temperatures sticking around the 80s and 90s, low 90s that is. And of course, hometown lenders, truly local, right there at Bridge Street. 434-5900 is that number. Write it down. it's a good place to be.
Hey, before I get cranked up with you guys, I got to say a happy special birthday yesterday to Papa Rocco.
Yes.
I talked to him, and he said, somebody's knocking on the door, gotta go. I said, well, okay, so much for your old friend, but he turned like 103. Y'all go by and visit him down
Not
in Gulf
quite.
Shores.
It's in the low
Best orchards and
70s.
pizza in town. Y'all been there quite a few
Yeah.
times,
Good.
Kristi.
We all
And
love
May
Papa
31st,
Rocco's.
this show's going to run through the weekend and stuff, so till voting day on Tuesday the 5th, last day today to get a absentee ballot in.
May 31st is
anyway,
the last
Joseph, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. Took a day off yesterday, spent with my wife.
Aw, good.
Special
deal.
occasion. She just had a birthday.
Well, it's a long story, but we had to go get her a new vehicle.
Oh, wow.
None of the dealerships that we're involved with, but we had a little issue with the dealership where we had bought her other car. So, anyway.
The comments made by Joseph Scott. I mainly want to ask you, you've been a friend of ours for years now. How you going to vote coming up on Tuesday?
You know how I'm going to vote Gloria. Here's what I want to say, and thanks for the opportunity to come up and say a few words. A lot of people said wonderful things about you. A lot of people have mentioned the things that they see you do and that they know that you do. But what I want to tell the viewers is there is just as many things that Gloria does behind the scenes that most people don't see. And she does it not trying to get recognition for it. She just loves people. Everybody has said that. But she loves to serve people. She has one of the biggest hearts of anybody probably that I've ever met. Just so many things that she does that for other people. You know, we talk about serving, and that's a word we use in the church, but to just serve this community and to serve the people of Limestone County, everybody said it. I don't know of a better person. I mean, maybe other people have some qualifications, but the qualification to me is to serve people and to love on people and to be available for people. And I don't know a better candidate than Gloria Cooper for that position.
Thank you, Joseph.
You're welcome.
Aw, thank you.
You get to go to the front of the tagline again.
There are no lines.
Yeah, there are no lines anymore. But you know, speaking of qualifications, and Ronnie and Kristi, y'all both been in the political arena for a long time. Gloria is more qualified than the two guys she's running against. I mean, she's run two businesses for over 20 years and worked in sales and everything like that. So, you know, I may have a job for you through the long haul here. You can work part-time with me. Kristi, you're one of
Don't do
Gloria's
it for the
bestest
job.
friends, a lawyer downtown, and see if you could ever hire some help down that way. That might be,
Secretary's looking good these days.
Robert, you guys are also members of our Sunday school class at Lindsay Lane, and you are you've been an official here in Limestone County, and you've also been on the Republican Executive Committee of Limestone County. What do you think Gloria's qualifications are? Because she's taken kind of a hard time from the Republican Party itself, as you have.
Well, you have to qualify to even be on.
So speak
That's
from
true.
experience, our dear friend.
Well, that would take a long time, Jamie, if I was going to speak from experience. But, you know, first let me start to say, you know, I am friends with Gloria. And, you know, we're in Sunday school together. We didn't have much choice to be in Sunday school with you guys because you made us, you know. And when we talk about how much the Sunday school class has grown, Freddy knows Jamie and Gloria are primarily responsible for that growth. But have encouraged all of us to come in and be a part of it. But, you know, Gloria is qualified. I mean, there's no question about that. And she asked me early on, what do you think about me running? Now, number one, I said, why would you want to jump into politics? Because, you know, politics, you said you've been in politics a long time. It was by default that I was in politics. You know, I was running for a position, and I think the same thing for Gloria. I don't think you're in politics.
I don't like that word.
yeah.
When everybody says, why are you in politics?
You're not a
I'm like, well,
politician.
I'm not going to change anything
Well, first of all,
in
license commissioner job
politics.
shouldn't be
Right.
There are many
like that.
positions that
She's-
shouldn't be, but it is.
We can't change that.
But she does have, she's a very kind-hearted person, and has been very good to me, you know, very good
Nice
friend.
person.
I believe, just like I think somebody else said, that Gloria can do anything she puts her mind to. Absolutely anything. You know, if she wanted to be whatever position in Limestone County, I think she could do it, you know, and I've told her that from the beginning. So I believe that she is definitely the candidate for, you know, license commissioner. And Robert and I have, you know, recently y'all stopped by the office and I had a client come in and who met Gloria just standing up there and
Right.
came back to my office, and she said, "She is just like she is on TV." And
What they
I
say
said,
about me?
"Well, you know, Jay." And don't run.
He
for
really
that,
doesn't
Jay.
comb
You
his
know?
hair.
But that's absolutely true. And I tell people that all the time. You know, what you see from Gloria is what you get. She absolutely is this person. She's very kind-hearted, and she is a people person, never meets a stranger. And I think she would do an excellent
But,
job.
you know, I guess some of the best advice we got in this, and we came to you and Robert first when we decided to do this, was from your husband, Robert. And he's been dead on exactly right. He said, you'll lose some friends over this, and people are going to say some stuff about your wife that you ain't going to like.
And you're
true.
going to have to
Now, I
learn
may
to be
not take it to
quiet.
the extremes that he wants to, but I felt like it. And then I'll say, you know, I got one of them Robert Valls moments here. It is hard. It is. You get your feelings hurt. You say, I can't believe they're saying this about her. But most of the times the people say that, they're hiding behind Facebook. And some of those people are even on a Republican committee. That's what kills me, Ronnie Coffman.
I agree, 100%.
You are the former president
Yes.
of the Limestone Republican Committee.
Former chairman.
Former chairman. How is this possible?
When we were in the early stages of the Republican Party in Limestone County, you could actually get us all within a phone booth. And I started about 22 years ago.
You could get them on a bus now,
And,
which I wish they'd get on and
But
take out.
you get everybody in a phone booth. And but the party's grown, and it's not grown, I don't think, in the right direction, because when we first started out in the Republican Party, what we did is we didn't go after. We were trying to get candidates, to run for office. It was a hard thing to do back then, and we didn't go after. If you had 2 or 3 running for office, we didn't go after that opponent. We were for all of them, all 3 of them, or in this case right here, and we just didn't run them down. And I would like to say something about Gloria. The thing that I've seen about your campaign is the work ethic that y'all have got. I said, I have never seen anybody work as hard to get in office as Gloria has. And I've told many people, I said, what they ought to do is save their money and hire Jamie here as the campaign manager. And instead of doing a lot of mail-outs and things, they could hire Jamie. But he's done a great job as far as their campaign. And I've heard many people say that.
Well, thank you. My buddy from Channel 48 called me. A lot of y'all have heard this. He said, man, you think Gloria's running for governor the way y'all going everywhere. But, and we're going to talk about that in the next segment with her. But, we've done it just like a country road story. Because it does help when you get out and the first thing they say is, hey, Jamie. And I say, and then Gloria, she's just like a mini me now, but she knows what I'm going to say to everybody.
I hope I'm a lot more polished than me.
Well, you are, but I have to be polished to be what I do, She's the shine on all this. We get out and work. But right now, you're also up for a familiar seat that you're running for, right?
Yeah, and I might also say this, I've been in this position for 20 years.
Okay.
It's an elected position, and it's not really one that you actually get out here and campaign for, but it's on the state executive committee, and it's really making the decisions for the Alabama Republican Party. And every county has, like we have 3 elected positions, and then we have some appointed positions. It's one that actually doesn't pay any money. It costs you money to be at the end of that position, but it's something I've
Sound like
still
some of the
for
real
20
estate
years.
deals I've made.
That's right. And I would like to apologize too for some of the people in our Republican Party, the way that really Kristi has been treated over the years and the way Gloria's been treated, because it's just not right.
Why is that? And, if Kristi don't mind us
I
bringing
think
some of
there's
that
just
up.
another agenda that they have who they want in that position, and they're just trying to get their person
And I
in.
think they've never got to know Kristi or Gloria in either case, is what it is. If they really got to know them and know the kind of people they are, they would feel a whole lot different about them the way they do. But they pick sides, and that's not the way it's supposed to be. I said one thing, and might already say this, that I've always admired about the Democratic Party, is they stick together. And we're ones that a lot of them eat their own, and that's just not right.
You're going to take some heat from the people you're working with now for saying exactly what you just said, defending these 2.
That's exactly right.
Speak true.
But, Jason Black recently got up before the Republican Party, and he was complaining about that same thing because the Republican
So was
Party
Greg
has not
Skipworth.
backed him, and Greg, was 100% behind him. And when you have an opponent that's a Democrat running against you, that's all things that they can use against you. So you shouldn't be fighting amongst your own party. And that's what I think, if people want to get more involved with the Republican Party, show up to a
Kristi has
meeting.
even come up to us, and we've met in their office with she and Robert, and you basically says, don't associate, and we know what a good person you are.
You said don't think everybody's represented like that.
Don't let, because they're going to be speaking, but we ain't going to get their vote anyway.
Ignore the ugly.
No. And if the people, again, I make my statement, if the people of Limestone County knew the Republican Party, excluding the good ones on there, what they're doing, they would not stand for it. They wouldn't, would they, Ronnie?
That's correct.
But they have to get more involved and know what's going on.
And that's the biggest thing. People don't get involved, and they just really, they see sound bites on TV as far as elections, as far as campaigns, and that's what they see, and that's all they see. They don't really get to know the person. That's what I've tried to tell many on our party, that if you get to know that person, you're going to think differently about them.
All right, there are 60,000 registered voters in Limestone County. Your wife works in the voting deal up there. About how many you think will vote in this election coming up on Tuesday, June 5th?
I'm going to think you're going to have about 30%. And if we
That's high.
if we have 35, it'll be a great turnout.
Very high.
They're predicting 20 to 25%, Judge Woodruff is. And he said it could go 30, so if it does that, that's high.
That's great if it does.
Joseph, anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I was just going to say, let's think back over the last few months to the voters. This is what I say. Forget about the signs. Forget about the ads on TV. Forget about all those things that have been said and done. Remember when you met Gloria. When she was out campaigning and she met you and she shook your hand and she took time to talk to you. Think about that when you go into the booth to vote.
You know, I volunteered her to cut grass, comb donkeys, pick up bushes and everything. If somebody's out, I'm stopping. We'll talk about, but anyway.
We're stopping. I'm
It's
with
about a
you.
relationship.
Huh?
It's about a relationship.
It is, and she is the best. The other two opponents don't have her personality. They may have a lot of signs on their own property, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Anything else, Kristi, you'd like to say?
You know, I do think one of the things I told y'all from the start was it's a roller coaster.
And that's the
running for
best way to
office. You've got
describe it.
You've got a high, you've got a low. You know, there's something every day. And I do think primarily, I'm going to say, you know, when you're running against somebody, Ronnie and I both were, I think, at the candidate forum and watched the people running, and there were, a handful of people there. Hardly anybody was at this forum watching, you know, these people, the candidates. I watched Gloria, and, you know, it's not the candidates who were tearing each other down. It's not that. Anybody who puts their name on the ballot to run, I admire them, because they're going to put themselves and their family through a lot. You know, Gloria and her opponents got up there, that they each stated their positions. They weren't ugly to each other. They had class, all of them. And that was true in every race. You know, they did that. But it's the people who get out there on social media and who think that it's okay to tear Gloria down, to tear me down, to tear whoever. They think that that's okay to do and that there are no consequences. But I can guarantee you, those same people wouldn't walk up to Gloria's face and say the same
but she'll
thing.
walk up to them.
Absolutely.
And she's done it. She did it at the rodeo. She did it at church. She will walk up to them and confront them. That's the type of person she is.
Well, confronting someone doesn't have to be a negative thing.
And that's the problem,
Right.
is you've got people out there who will tear you down and will do that, but they don't know you.
All right, Ronnie, our next business venture will be, as soon as it's over, we'll start our own consulting deal.
That'd be great.
Kind of tell them how to do it. Thank you, Joseph.
It's hard
Thank you.
work. Thank you
We'll
all.
take a break. We'll come back. In just a little bit, we're going to run a special country rover story that I did at Channel 31 before I was a country rover. I think it was 76 or 77 on an old man, Mr. McLaughlin. He drove an 54 Ford around Madison County with posters taped to it.
Wow.
He started, get this, with a Shetland pony with stuff taped on it. So now I've kind of taken over as a jackass walking around with Florida.
redid it.
But anyway, I'll show y'all that in a moment. Y'all hang on. And welcome back here on this special edition. Do not forget to go out and vote.
Yes.
Where the, vote Gloria is what we would prefer, but we are running against two qualified guys. Not as qualified as Gloria, I might add, but they've got good
There are a
family
lot of
names
things
in
to
this
choose
area.
from, too. A
And,
lot on the
good
ballot.
folks, get out and vote Tuesday, June 5th. We'd appreciate your vote in that. Let me start this off by saying yesterday, you know, I told y'all a picture about seeing the guy with the donkeys. Well, yesterday we were back through that area. His wife was out in the yard. Well, you know me.
The donkeys were still there.
I said, I got to get a shot of all three of these. There they are right there. That's 4 jackasses, them 3 and me.
Donkeys.
But there that is, down Elk River Mill Road, down towards Sportsman's Park. But that was a great photo right there. But I'm going to turn things over to the next Limestone License Commissioner to tell about this journey through Limestone County.
Oh, you're so funny. I just want to take this opportunity to thank everyone for, one, the support, the phone calls, the messages, just being able to get out and meet the people, a lot of people that we did not know, but a lot of you do know us from TV, and it was great to meet some that didn't. We have some photos we're going to share with you. We have been all over this amazing county, and let me tell you, it is larger than we ever imagined. From different groups coming into the studio to Walmart, where the guys sit on the benches. I mean, there are just people out everywhere, to the events that we cover, and the women and the support, and being able to go into the schools and read for them. And they're all so amazing and so fun to work with. That's been such a joy of our job. And being at all the events where you see people you know, like Jeff Hodges, the other business owners that get out and support you. And there's Dale Strong, for instance, seeing him at different events. It's amazing. You get to see everyone when we're out politicking, going to senior centers and meeting people that have known you for years and just want to talk about some of the stories that you did. Ardmore Pancake Day, where they're all working so hard. And just the whole communities that come together and just hang out, read a newspaper together, and just chit-chat with the guys and some of the ladies. And, you know, Brad Travis has to make his way in here sometimes in Limestone County, since he covers many counties himself. But there has been so much fun in meeting everyone, and just the kind words and the questions and the hugs and just the laughter, and being able to just hang out and everyone just share their support with us, win or lose. This has just been an amazing time. And if you've never run for office, they say you need to do it at least once. And even being on Dale Jackson's show and not being attacked, can you believe that? It has just been just a truly amazing experience. For 20 years, I've heard about this lady right here, Fannie Mae Williams. And after 20 years of hearing Jamie talk about her, she didn't remember him, which was kind of funny too. But we have just had a joy and just enjoyed being everywhere, to dealer auctions, to just local restaurants, to stopping and seeing people on the side of the road, and farmers who, an 86-year-old man that actually he was planting his garden, and it's just been tremendous. And I just want to say thank you. That was a sunrise service rather, and just all the businesses that have worked with us over the years, showing your support, win or lose. I cannot thank you enough. Red Marlowe, getting to meet some very interesting and wonderful people. And this community is large, let me tell you. Being at the senior centers and seeing all the people and then hearing the stories that they want to share with you has been pretty amazing too. I just want to encourage you to get out and vote June 5th. Vote Gloria, License Commissioner. I appreciate each and every one of you. And even after June 5th, whether this is over or not, we continue to cover and serve Limestone County. And that's what this is about. Limestone County has been so good to us, and this is a way that I can serve Limestone County. Just be honored to have your vote. Get out and vote. Gloria Cooper.
I only made one picture.
I knew you were counting. There they all are. Thank you, Brad.
Man, yeah. Imagine that. Oh, yeah, I was with the jackasses. Yeah, I did. Thank you, Dusty. I did make two.
Thank you,
Ronnie Coffman,
Dusty.
thanks for the great deal about our campaign. We have been
Yes.
everywhere. I'm going to reiterate before I go to that country road store. Thank each and every one of you for your support. It has been absolutely wonderful. I do
Overwhelming.
recommend you vote for the best, most qualified, and most sincere person ever for this position, Gloria Cooper, coming up on Tuesday, June 5th. Thank each and every one of you, from Amy to Jen, Dusty, all
Of
y'all.
you.
for
And the
your
many we
support.
don't even know or have not met. I hope I get to meet you at the license.
It has
commissioner's
been
office.
wonderful. Don't forget to vote. Now, let's talk about me. Here's a country road story from the late 70s. Vote. Tuesday, June 5th, Gloria.
Coffman is 84 years old. He's been campaigning in Huntsville and Madison County for over 74 years. He doesn't campaign for himself, but for all the other candidates running for offices, city, county, and statewide. He started when he was 11, riding a Shetland pony with stickers and posters glued on a book satchel. For the past 22 years, he's been traveling in his Cadillac political machine, a '54 Ford. His salary is based on donations by candidates and their friends. He usually starts every morning at 5, drives around the county until late afternoon, displaying his car and passing out political propaganda. He says he personally knows all the candidates and really enjoys his work.
When I go out and work for them all day, I don't come in exhausted and disgusted and all. I always come in as I feel I'm overpowered with joy. I've had such a good time and enjoyed it so much, so I don't think you can beat that.
You ever thought about running for office yourself?
No, I never have. I'd rather not have any public office. It's always been my policy to help some of my friends that really wanted the office. I'll do anything in the world to help them.
All the spaces on his car are for certain offices, law offices in front and so forth for the rest. Baxley, Brewer, Beasley, Stewart, McDonald, Eddy, Wright, Banks, Bryant, Mabry, James, Alexander, and Hennessy all have their place.
Mr. McLaughlin may have a monopoly as the only rolling billboard in Madison County. Well, maybe next election, I'll get a job as the only walking billboard.
About the only thing that has changed since Mr. McLaughlin drove his '54 Ford around in the late '70s campaigning is the price of gas and the size of the poster. Well, I'm pretty much still the same, a walking billboard. In Athens, I'm your Kutcher Grover, Jamie Cooper. But wait, don't forget to vote Gloria, Tuesday, June 5th.